selling out a hitter doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's...
They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Chicago Bears. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Here we go, Scott.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Fields changing the play. Now on 2nd and 13. Fields. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Chase Claypool, the intended target. And it's 3rd down. You look at this Jaguar defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
This is such a good unit of cutting passes downfield. I think that last play is typically what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch. But nothing doing on that one.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 in 2nd down. The Bears at 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
That is caught. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. Elliott running right. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. It's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
To throw is Fields. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Josh Allen, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that falls incomplete.
Santos' kick is up and through, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. Well, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10. At their own 22. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. A short throw to Ingram. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Now Lawrence to throw. Flushed out right. And incomplete. You look at this Bears defense. They're a tough unit to throw against. Currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Lawrence going to throw again. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be incomplete. Lawrence scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down is Logan Cook to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now it's 2nd and 10.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be...
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Brought to the ground by the linebacker, Foye Oluokun. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Throw right side, caught by Ridley. Touchdown! Calvin Ridley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point from McManus is good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Claypool with another catch. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down. Again, Fields. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. He'll get this to Elliott. Stops short of the 25, but that 2nd effort got him a couple extra.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Fields throw there, home in by Claypool. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 4 catches now on this drive alone. They can't stop it. It's another 1st down. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
That's complete right side to Kmet. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Bears are able to move back in front. Santos with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. The touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. And he returns this to the 22. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down.
But certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it second down.
It's second ending at the Bears' 37-yard line.
30 left.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On third down, here's Etienne. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So Lawrence will exit, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Jaguar field goal. The kick by McManus is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit a partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
Bears take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Throwing on third down, Fields. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their third drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Think right.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. All tied up at 10. 2 minutes left in the first half. From the 46, here's a 2nd and 7. Eluding the pressure right. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down. Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO. What's the quarterback looking at?
Basics, he's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If that player crashes down to take the running back, quarterback pulls it, runs to the outside end. Some teams, though, will read different players depending on defenses, but basically it's that outside play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. The kick by McManus is good, and they will take the lead at 13-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Fields. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. Yeah, he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Right back to his running back, Ezekiel Elliott. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now Fields. Being chased out left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Here we go.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Now it's Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Adam Troutman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Okay, ready?
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
Hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
On first and 10, here's Fields. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, second down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Touchdown, Bears! A great play there. 31 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Santos with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now Ridley. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
This is 2nd and 8. ETN up the middle.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Here's Lawrence.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The kick by McManus is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Back to the air, Fields on second down.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. A huge play there for Chicago. 42 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Here we go. Here's 2nd and 7.
10th carry now for Elliott. And some room to run now. Touchdown, Chicago. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. Puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
Lawrence will throw.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 42 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Lawrence. This one into the hands of Ingram downfield.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Off the option, here's Etienne.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne.
An 18-yard touchdown run.
And the Jaguars get a bit closer.
McManus's point after is good. And this is back to an 8-point game.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, Almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run, too. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Inside give to Elliott. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 45-yard line. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself, because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Yeah, they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing.
Oh, no, he lost the football. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls, because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Hey, let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run.
Lawrence hit, and the ball is free.
And this is picked up by the Bears. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Here we go.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And it's a fumble.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10.
At their own 26. On play action, they'll throw. Flush to his right. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Second and 6.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
Red on red. Go, let's go. Silver.
It's a throw again is Lawrence. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
He'll get this off to Etienne.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is going to have a Jags first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
Flushed out right. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Eddie Jackson picks it.
And the Bears are going to get the football back as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
Here we go. Good.
From his own end zone, Fields. Open man is Komet, the tight end.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
And they take a knee. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Here we go, son.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunity.